Hello, my name is Michael Dwyer, and I'm with Rochester Writers. Once again, Rochester Writers and the Rochester Hills Public Library have teamed up to host their annual author fair, now in its third year. We're hosting 20 authors in person at the library in downtown Rochester on Saturday, November 27th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. These short videos offer you a chance to meet all 20 authors. And right now, we're going to meet Tom Ulincy. Hey, Tom, how are you?
Hey, not too bad, Michael. How about yourself?
I'm great, great. And I know that we had you at the author fair last year. Welcome back. You were teasing us about a book that you were working on, and now it's available,
here.
right? It's
That's
here.
right. I happen to have a copy here.
The
And
Dawson
yeah,
Expedition.
right. Yeah, it has a lot to do with archaeology, and it starts out in northern Sudan in 1971, but most of the book takes place in present day. So it's an archaeological mystery involving a buried chamber beneath Lake Nubia. But it's really about loss and redemption of a guy who starts out in 71 as a kind of a soldier of fortune and ends up having a lot of regrets and goes back to Sudan to kind of get some redemption and maybe even part of some revenge as to what happened. So that's kind of the gist of the story.
Now you've penned quite a few novels. Does this one connect with any of the other stories, or is this a standalone book?
They're all standalone. I guess if there's any similarity between any of my books, it's that they all touch on either technological facts that are kind of interesting to me, or historical facts that are maybe interesting to most people, if not everyone. So that's the common thread, but there's no common thread of characters or plots.
So with the Dawson Expedition, is there some truth or some myth to that? How did you get the idea?
Well, I was kind of struggling for what would become my fifth book, and again, a technological point of interest caught my attention, and I kind of built the story around that. But it also deals with my own era back in the 1970s when Vietnam was going strong, and there was a lot of unrest and a lot of unrest in that part of the world in northern Sudan where this takes place. So that was kind of the origin of the story, but it really has to do with a man's regrets, looking back after 50 years, dealing with some guilt and loss as to what happened back in the 70s, and dealing with it now, and trying to get some measure of redemption, but not quite being able to.
So with most stories, most novels or movies, whatever we look at as our form of entertainment, the story is about people.
Sure.
And so you've created a world or the backdrop to this story of people. So it makes it interesting to the reader to discover. But what kind of resolutions might someone look forward to without giving anything away throughout the weave of your book?
Well, it's a matter of I think everybody looking back, everybody certainly older than let's say 40 years old, has some measure of regrets about something in their lives. And if there's any takeaways in this book, it's probably that, well, you can't really go back and get any do-overs. There's no such thing as a do-over, especially when you're talking about 30, 40, 50 years, perhaps, of time passing. And it's a matter of dealing with those regrets and realizing that, well, what happened, happened, and you can't change it, but maybe you can make it a little better, at least in the way you look at things going forward, or else in the way other people look at you through that lens.
Good advice. There are no do-overs in life, only seeking redemption.
Well said.
So we look forward to seeing you at the author fair on November 27th. People are going to come by. You're going to have more than just the latest book, right?
I'll have all 5 books there, from historical fiction to murder mystery to psychological thriller. Sure, I'm all over the map with those things, as you know.
So attendees, a great table to stop at to see Tom Ulincy, because he's got something that's probably right for you. We look forward to seeing you on that day, Tom. Thank you very much.
Very, very, very good. Thanks a lot, Michael, for your time.